Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Shiner here. Today we're going to learn how to write a cinquain poem. Hopefully you already did the reading lesson for today, day 3 of this week. It was all about poetry and it was about cinquains today. So if you already saw that, then you have a heads up of what we're doing today. A cinquain is a 5-line poem. And the word cinquain is a French word. It comes from the number cinq. Cinq is how you count to 5. So if you were counting in French, you'd go un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Cinq in French is 5. And that's how the word cinquain starts. Cinq. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go over what you need for a cinquain, and then we're going to do an example of one together. You're going to help me do one about me, and then you're going to try one on your own. So behind me, I have a cinquain poem ready to go. And the parts of a cinquain, remember I said it's 5 lines. You have, the first line is going to be a noun. So today, we're going to talk about raindrops. The second line, line 2, is adjectives, which are words that describe a noun. So we're going to talk about adjectives. Line 3 are verbs, action words, that are going to talk about raindrops. And then you need a 4-word feeling phrase. We have to come up with something here that talks about how you feel about raindrops. And the last one is a synonym. Your 5th line is a synonym. It's another word for the word raindrops. So these are the words we have. I have words around the board that are going to help us. So I'm going to look at my words. I'll read them with you. You can read them with me if you want. And we'll figure out which ones are adjectives, which ones are verbs. So we have drizzle, watery, to, dripping, pitter-patter, bouncing, sounds, falling, relaxing, and glisten. So I need describing words. Well, as I was reading through those, I did see some describing words. I saw watery. I could have said wet, but I like how I used a different word. I like how I made it a little more interesting. I was trying to be creative. Watery and glisten. So that's another good word that we can use to describe raindrops. We have watery and we have glisten. 2 words. Notice in the middle here, you have to have a comma. You want to have a comma to separate those because when you read them, you're going to pause. Remember, commas are telling you to pause. Like watery, glisten. Now I can go watery, glisten. We're going to pause. Now we need some action words. What do raindrops do? Well, raindrops are dripping. They drip. Dripping raindrops. Raindrops are dripping. Raindrops bounce when they hit the sidewalk. They're bouncing. And raindrops definitely fall. Falling raindrops. Raindrops are falling. So those are action words that tell something that raindrops do. They drip, they bounce, they fall. All right, now I need a feeling phrase. Something about how I feel about rain. The only feeling word I see is relaxing. Relaxing to pitter-patter sounds. Relaxing to pitter-patter sounds. Now I have one word left. Hopefully it's going to be a synonym for raindrops, and it's the word drizzle. Synonym for raindrops, drizzle. And there's our poem. 5 lines. Remember, 1-word noun, 2-word adjectives, 3 words that are verbs, and a 4-word feeling phrase, and then 1-word synonym. So let's read it without stopping. Remember, pause at the commas. So we have raindrops. Watery, glisten. Dripping, bouncing, falling. Relaxing to pitter-patter sounds. Drizzle. And that's our raindrop poem. Okay, now we're going to do one from Mrs. Shiner. We're going to talk about me. So I'm going to put my noun here, that's me. Mrs. Shiner. And now I need to come up with 2 adjectives, 2 words that describe Mrs. Shiner. Well, I think I'm fun. I like to have fun. Fun. And I'm friendly. I try to be friendly. So fun and friendly. 3 verbs. What does Mrs. Shiner do? I read. I bake. And I garden. Those are 3 things that I do. 3 action words. Now I need a feeling phrase. What does Mrs. Shiner feel about? How do I feel? That's this one. Loves teaching second grade. All right, now I need a synonym for Mrs. Shiner. Well, Mrs. Shiner, I could have a ton of things here, but I'm going to write teacher. Some of the other things I could have wrote there was mom. I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I'm a friend. I'm a daughter. I'm an aunt. There's a lot of things I could have written here. So when you get to do yours, think about that. So let's read it. Remember, we're going to pause at the commas, and let's see how it sounds. Mrs. Shiner, fun, friendly. Read, bake, garden. Loves teaching second grade. Teacher. So 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, 1 word. And remember, it's called a cinquain, 5 lines. Only 11 words in this. Now there's something I wanted to point out. I researched cinquains and I wanted to know if all of these words should be written in capital letters, if all of them should be written in lowercase letters. And I found a lot of different things. Some people recommend that you write everything in a capital letter, like the first letter should be capital. Some recommend that they keep it all lowercase. I kind of like the idea of it all being a capital letter for especially when you start it. So I'm going to go and I'm changing these to capital. I think it looks better. So I'm going to write capital F for fun, capital F for friendly, capital R for read, capital B for bake, and capital G for garden. Now when I get to this one, I'm just going to have to do the T for teaching. I just think it looks better because it's a poem. So when you go to do yours, if you could please remember, make them capital letters and put commas in between your list of adjectives and your list of verbs. Do not put commas at the feeling phrase because you don't want to pause there. So don't put a comma there. So what you're going to do now, boys and girls, is you're going to try your own. You have this template, include it with your lesson, and what I want you to do is you're going to do yourself. You're going to do you. Just like Mrs. Shiner did me, you're doing you. You're going to write your name, come up with 2 adjectives that describe you, come up with 3 verbs, 3 action things you like to do, and I know you guys are active, so that shouldn't be a problem, and then a 4-word phrase about you. Maybe, like Mrs. Shiner said, that she loves teaching second grade. Maybe it's something you like. Maybe it's something how you're feeling about something. So that's what you're going to write there. When you get to the synonym, think about all the different things you are. You're a student, you're a soccer player, you're a friend, you're a boy, you're a girl, you're a son, a daughter, a brother, a sister. You have a lot of things you can choose there. I want you to think hard and use good vocabulary and make one of these for me. So you're going to have two templates. One is going to be to tell you exactly what to write. Like it'll tell you noun and then verb. It'll tell you exactly what to do. Then you're going to put it onto this paper. This is your good copy. And draw a picture of yourself up here. Maybe include some of the things that were in your writing, like I would have a picture of me maybe gardening and reading a book, maybe reading a book about gardening. And then you're going to take a picture of this and submit it to your teacher. I just want to say last week I saw some really awesome, we did similes. Oh my goodness, I saw some awesome pictures, some awesome similes. So keep it going, guys. You're doing great. But I also included something else. I hope your mom's not around. I included one if you want to do one for Mother's Day for your mom. So if you want to do one, you have to do one for you. That's your assignment. But if you also want to make one for mom, because Mother's Day's coming up, she would love it. Tell her how you feel about her. Tell her what she does, that you see what she does. So do one for your mom if you want. It's a secret. So make it really pretty and let mom read it online. Maybe she'll print it out for you and keep it forever. Okay? So have fun. If you have any questions, I know some of you know how to get in touch with me or ask your teacher, but hopefully you'll be fine and you'll be able to do this without a problem. Okay? We love you guys. We miss you and have fun.